Hello friends, today we are going to see in this video as how we can use the S3 Amazon KMS service to basically encrypt and decrypt the objects in the AWS S3 bucket. So we already have the default encryption facility available in the AWS bucket, but I'm going to show you how this default encryption is not very secure and why you should use the KMS keys to use the encryption and decryption for the objects that you are going to store in the S3. So for this example, we will be using the KMS service also to create the key and use that key to encrypt and decrypt. And we will also be using different users other than root users to see how the access level changes when the objects are encrypted and decrypted, and when and how it behaves when they are encrypted by using the default encryption techniques that are made available by S3. So first of all, I'm just going to delete everything from this bucket just to for the demo purpose. It's just a simple bucket that I have been using for other videos also. So see, so now this bucket is empty. So let's go to properties and see what all properties it has. It's just a new bucket where bucket versioning is not there and no other access policies are applied or any other security is available. It's just that it blocks all public access. Other than that, there are no special privileges. So let's go back again and let's try to simply upload an object. So I'm going to upload one file, that's a text file, OpenAI, and this file has just some set of commands. So this is successfully uploaded, and this is uploaded by using the default by using the root user. So one more thing before going forward is that this bucket has default encryption enabled, and this default encryption is also very useful, and it says that how AWS says that it encrypts the object that you upload that are on the S3, and whenever you are trying to download these objects, AWS decrypts itself that object and then provide you with the original object. So as an end user you don't see this effect, but it's taking place in backend, that is the encryption and decryption thing, and it's happening automatically. You just have to enable this option from here. So you can see that this simple object is there, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to access this object from another user. So what is that user? Let's go to IAM and let's go to users. So there is a user that I have created for the demo purpose, that is Mayank console, and this user can log in to the web console like root user, but it has very less privileges. It has just one policy, that is Amazon S3 full access. So what this policy does is this policy provides good amount of access, or I should say full access to all the buckets that I have in my account, and this is a very powerful user. It can perform any operation on the S3 buckets. So in another browser, that is Safari browser, I have already logged in with this user, that is Mayank console, because I cannot log in with two different users in the same browser. So with root user I am logged in to the Chrome, and with the Mayank console user I am logged in by using the Safari. So in this with this user, let me try to refresh, and you can see that I am able to see this object, and let's try to access this object. Let me try to open this object. And yeah, I am successfully able to see the contents of these objects. That means I have read access and I can also download this easily. So you can see that even though the encryption is enabled in this bucket, but any user who has access to just get this object can download this object. Now let's make changes to use KMS keys to encrypt this object. So let's first go to the Chrome user. Uh, Sorry, not this one. Let's just go to the Chrome user where I am in the Chrome browser where I am logged in by using the root account, and go to properties and change the encryption type. And now I am going to use the KMS encryption. That is, I will use the AWS KMS service and create a key on my own to basically encrypt and decrypt the object. And for this purpose, I have to create the KMS key in the KMS service. So let's first create the KMS key. So there are two types of keys available. I will go with the symmetric key, that is a single key that can be used to both encrypt and decrypt. And let's check the advanced option. I will use the default single region. Next, so I can name the key uh, test key for S3, and then I'm going to go next. And for now it's asking me like what who is the key administrator, like who will have the privileges to access this key to perform administrator operation on this key, basically to delete this key. So for now I am not selecting any user. I am allowing allow key administrator to delete this key. By default root is an administrator, so who can delete this key. After next, it is asking which user should be allowed to use the key. So out of all these users, I can select the checkbox and select which user can have access to this key, but I am also not giving access to anyone at present. I am going to next, and I am just going to create this key. So you can see that this key, the first one is created. It is in enabled state. Let's open this key and copy its ARN. And now go back to bucket and paste this ARN over here. And now just simply save the changes. Now you can see that the default encryption for this bucket has changed, and now it is using KMS key to encrypt and decrypt for any object uploads. So now let's go to objects and try to upload a new object, and this will be chromadb.txt, and let me just upload this uploaded successfully. Now again let's switch the user and see if the user is able to access this key. Now I am switching back to the Safari browser where I am logged in by using my console, and again this user has full S3 access permissions, and let's see if it's able to download this file. And now if I try to open this by using open, you can see that access is denied, and it is very clearly saying that it is not able to decrypt this object by using KMS key. And you see that even though this user has full S3 access, but this user cannot download this particular object because it is encrypted by using the KMS key. And this is the power of KMS, where even the users that have the full S3 access cannot download the file unless and until they are given the KMS permissions explicitly. So now just go back, let me go back again to the root user and try to add access for this user so that this user can access this file. So let's just again go to the KMS. In KMS, let's select our keys, this key, and let's go to okay, let's open this key from here and just add configurations from here. Okay, here you can see key users. This is where we will add permissions for user Mayank console. So this is the user that we are using, and now for this web user we have added, and that means the following IAM user and roles can use this key for cryptographic operations. That means this user can now encrypt and decrypt this file by using this KMS key. Now again switch back to the console with Mayank console, and let's again try to download this file. By downloading means I can just open this file. Yeah, and now you can see that we are now able to access these files very easily. So you see, this is the power of KMS, and this is a very good practice in industry that you should start using it if you are not already using it. That is to secure your data by using this key, but do keep in mind that it has some limitations over the number of times you can access. By default, if you are very frequently accessing the S3 objects reading, then it has this throughput limit, that is, I guess it's in 10,000s for per object, or maybe in for per key, for per prefix. But the thing is that if you enable the KMS, then that limit is reduced. So keep in mind that if you are trying to secure these objects by using this custom KMS keys, then bear in mind you will get less throughput limits for accessing your objects, but it will still be very high for the very reasonable usage. So let me know if you have any questions in comments, and if you like this video, click like button and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you.